Good morning to all my friends, my families, my loved ones, whether you're near or far. I sincerely hope and pray that you are blessed wherever you are. It's Raymond Settles. I'm here with another motivational moment. It is Monday morning, and there's something that speaks to me that hopefully will resonate with yourself as well. And if we've learned nothing else from this concept of dealing with COVID-19, being in a global pandemic and being in a world where COVID-19 has affected literally everything. One thing that we need to be most comfortable with, I've come to learn, is the concept of change. Because change, I'd like to say, is one of the few constants in our universe. Change happens on a regular basis. Sometimes it comes when we expect it. Sometimes it comes when we do not expect it. But yet and still, we have to be prepared to address and adjust to changes. It's part of what makes life at times exciting, but also at times anxiety producing, but also at times constant. So because change is something that we have to deal with, I want to find out something that might help us learn how to deal with, address it, and adjust to it so that it doesn't negatively affect our lives. Came across a statement, hopefully it makes sense to you. The statement says this: life is about trusting your feelings, taking chances, finding happiness, learning from the past, and realizing everything changes. None of us are finished products when we're born. When we start off with little babies, 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 11 pounds as the case may be, and even if you start at that size like I was, you still change. You still grow, you still get taller, you still get smarter, you get bigger, you learn more, you do more. And throughout this journey that we call life, for however long we have it, there's a constant series of adjustments that gets made. Why? Because we learn information all throughout school. We learn information when we're on our jobs. We learn information as we go through playing games or learning sports or things like that. And we reach a point where no matter how old you are, you still get and you still process new information. You still come across new things that challenge you, that change you. And in that, it's not even so much that it changes you. The bottom line is change overall is a constant. And so the statement here is rich. It says life is about trusting your feelings. So especially for those of us who may be 30 and up, 40 and up, 50 and up, whatever the case may be, we have a certain level of experience that we've gone through. And so because of that, our feelings on certain issues have been more fully developed. And as change comes to us, we have to realize that you ought to trust your feelings. Your feelings have been shaped over how many ever years you've been living. And so one thing about it is, since you're going to be the only person that you know will be with you all the time, you need to learn to trust your feelings. Some people will say trust your instincts. Other people will say trust your gut on certain issues, because the life you've lived has prepared you for moments just like these. And because you've been prepared, you ought to be able to know that if my feelings are going in a certain direction, if my gut is going in a certain direction, if my instinct is telling me a certain message, surely I should be able to recognize that and then in turn make decisions based on that. Now, you might want to balance it out by checking the information that's available versus your feelings to make sure you're going along the right line. But trust yourself. You know you better than anybody else. Trust your feelings. But also, it says taking chances. In life, chance is not a bad thing. Taking a chance, and when you take a chance, when you do something, you may want to do something a little bit different. You may want to wear a certain outfit. You may want to put together a certain, for men, pants and shirts that you may not have previously. You may need to try a different hairstyle for the ladies or even for the men as well. Taking a chance means sometimes you may want to do something that you hadn't done before. I'm not talking about anything illicit, immoral, insane, or something that doesn't make sense. But sometimes you have to do something that people don't expect you to do and see the effect that it has. For a basketball player, sometimes going up and trying to make a dunk instead of just laying it in. For somebody who's a singer, maybe trying a different key or a different note on a song you've sung many different occasions. Maybe at work, try doing your presentation in a different way. Taking a chance. Don't do what people always expect. If you do what they always expect, they already know how to box you in and pencil you in and how to keep you in a certain framework of life. And you're more than that. And sometimes you have to take a chance in order to get there. Also, it says finding happiness. You've got to know what makes you happy. Life, no matter how long we may think we have, whether it's 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, whatever the case may be, life is not worth living if you're not happy. You need to find the happiness. Find what makes you happy. Find what makes you happy in your heart, in your mind, not pleasing other people, but what makes you happy. As long as it doesn't put you in a risky kind of situation, as long as it doesn't put you in danger, find your happiness. Maybe it's in that hobby you used to engage in when you were a kid. Maybe it's in learning something new and trying to learn the most you can about it. Maybe it's learning to take a trip somewhere. And I know that's challenging in today's time, but maybe learning to travel or finding a new place of employment or a new line of work altogether. Find something that brings a joy to your heart, a smile to your face, and if so, even a little toe tap dance to your feet, because you ought to be happy. God did not give us these years to live a life most miserable. Also, it says learning from the past. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your successes. Too many times when we say learn from the past, we always look at it from well, you made mistakes before, learn from them. Maybe you did things well before, learn from those things. Sometimes we learn from our successes as much as we learn from our failures. And being a former coach and a former athlete, I know sometimes we look at it from a standpoint of you learn more from your failures than your successes. But trust me, I'd rather take some lessons from something I did well and build on those rather than just simply figuring out where I messed up, where I can take a misstep, and then always trying to learn from a negative perspective. I've learned I'm a positive individual, and being a positive individual, I need to build on some levels of positivity, and seeing things I've done well helps me to do that. And lastly, the statement says realizing everything changes. Your face changes, your body changes, your place of employment may change, your home can change, Lord knows your cars will change and your clothes will change. Everything in life changes. And for me, I like that. I like seeing different things. I like going through different experiences. I like having different things I can say that I can mark off with a check over my life, in essence. But at the same time, I've got no problem realizing everything changes because, again, I am a Christian. Again, I am a pastor. And I know of all things that do change, the other constant in this universe is that God never changes. Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So no matter what's going on in life, no matter what's going on in my world, no matter how many different things are going head over heels in my life, I know I always have one constant I can always go back to. I can always call on the Lord, because if I trust in Him, as the senior saints would say, and surely and never doubt, I know He will surely bring me out. So no matter what changes I go through in life, I can always look to my God. I can look to my Lord, because He won't change. And as He won't change, He provides that foundation. He provides that security. He provides that surety in my life. And if that's the only sense of surety and security I have in my life, that's good enough, because greater is He that's in me than he that's in the whole world. So hopefully you feel a little bit more motivated to go through this day. It's okay. Again, life is about trusting your feelings, taking chances, finding happiness, learning from the past and realizing everything changes. Everything except God changes. And as He loves you, I love you as well. And I hope your day is wonderful. Stay blessed, please, my brothers and sisters.